Good evening, humans. Tonight, I have an urban legend based on true events. Here is the story, the Black Flash of Provincetown, Massachusetts. Between the 1930s and 1950s, residents of Provincetown were terrorized by a tall, pitch-black figure with glowing eyes and incredible speed. Called the Black Flash, it could leap over fences and vanish into thin air. Children fainted after encounters, and police patrols failed to catch it. No one knows if it was human, demon, or something that learned to mimic both. First reports began around 1938 in the quiet seaside town of Provincetown, located at the tip of Cape Cod. Residents claimed a phantom in black was prowling the streets at night. Described as a tall man-shaped figure dressed all in black with a long flowing cape and glowing blue eyes. Some said it emitted a mechanical sounding laugh and could leap over fences and rooftops in a single bound. Documented sightings. In 1939, a group of school children ran home crying after the figure reportedly jumped out from behind a dune and chased them. In another instant, a police officer shot at the figure but claimed the bullets had no effect. Several families described windows rattling and strange laughter echoing through alleys even when no one was there. The panic lasted for years, with the local police chief eventually admitting they never caught or identified anybody responsible.
The Black Flash of Provincetown. The fog arrived before dusk, thick, slow, and heavy, rolling through Provincetown like it owned the streets. It wasn't the normal kind of fog. This one had weight, like it was pressing down, trying to smother something. Mara stepped off the ferry with her recorder and a half-dead lighter, her breath turning white in the November air. She'd come chasing a story, the Black Flash, Cape Cod's forgotten nightmare. The locals called it a joke, but the old clippings she'd read, they hadn't sounded funny. She rented a room above a shuttered art gallery, one window, one radiator, and the smell of rust. At night, the whole building groaned like it remembered drowning. The diner was the only place still open. She sat at the counter while the waitress with hands like driftwood poured her coffee. Tourist season's over, the woman said without looking up. Only thing that walks out there now is the fog. I'm writing about the Black Flash, Mara said. The waitress froze mid-pour. That thing again. Honey, you can write it, but don't call it. Call it. The woman finally looked up, her eyes pale and wet, like fish scales. Everything in this town hears its name, especially him. The first night, Mara recorded herself by the window. Provincetown, November. Locals claim the Black Flash still appears on fog nights. Descriptions vary. 7 feet tall, black coat, glowing eyes, mechanical laugh. A man, or something pretending to be one. The wind answered her like a voice clearing its throat. Somewhere below, a gate slammed. Then, laughter. Not full laughter, more like the start of it, chopped off mid-breath. She froze. The recorder clicked off on its own. The next morning, the librarian led her to the archives. He came in 1938, he said softly, and again in 49. Always after the fog, the newspaper clippings were stained with age. Black Flash terrorizes Cape residents, police fire. Bullets have no effect, children attacked by a black figure with glowing eyes. Mara looked up. Did anyone ever see his face? The librarian's fingers twitched. No, but some said they saw what was under it. What was that? He stared past her shoulder. Light, like lighting, but alive. Dot.
That evening, she met Lucille, the waitress from the diner standing by the dunes, staring into the fog. Why are you here, Lucille asked. I'm writing about it. People should remember. Lucille's laugh was small and tired. It doesn't want to be remembered. It wants to be retold. Every time you speak his name, you feed him shame. What do you mean? Lucille turned, her breath clouding the air. He's not a man, he's an echo, and you just called him 3 times today. That night, Mara dreamed of laughter, a sound like someone gargling air, choking on joy. She woke up to footsteps pacing the roof, slow, deliberate, heavy. The air smelled like metal, ozone and rust and rain that hadn't fallen yet. Her doorknob turned once, then again. She whispered, "Stop." The voice on the other side laughed, a deep grinding sound, like a record spinning backward. 5 long black fingers slid through the crack beneath the door, thin and jointed, like they'd been stretched too far. The nails scraped against the wood, leaving trails that smoked. Then the laughter stopped, and something whispered back, "Reporter." By morning her door was scarred, 5 long burns that pulsed faintly as if still warm. The police shrugged. Kids, they said, Halloween leftovers. When she showed them the tape from her recorder, it was blank except for 1 line of distorted audio. "Not kids," he wrote it down. The fog came earlier that night. It crawled up her window and pressed against the glass like it wanted in. She went to the dunes again, clutching a recorder and a flashlight. The town behind her was silent. Lucille was waiting. "He's close." "I want to see it," Mara said. "You don't see the flash, you survive it." Something laughed from the fog. Close this time, the sound vibrated through their ribs. The sand shifted like something large was pacing just beyond sight. A figure emerged, tall enough that its head bent beneath the fog. It wore a long, black coat that moved even when the wind didn't. Its eyes glowed, not bright, but deep, as if the light came from behind its skull. It tilted its head, a creaking sound, then it smiled, a human expression on something that had only seen it done. Lucille whispered, "Don't look away." The flash moved, faster than a blink. Suddenly, right in front of them, the smell of ozone so thick it burned Mara's throat. It opened its mouth. The laughter came again, loud now, deafening, layered with other voices, dozens, hundreds, all laughing at once. Mara screamed and dropped the recorder. The flash bent down and picked it up. Its hand was too long, too thin, bending backwards at the knuckle. "Tell them," it said. "Tell them I'm back." It tossed the recorder into the sand and vanished. 1 heartbeat. It was there. The next, only fog. The next morning, Lucille was gone. Her house was empty. The diner closed. Mara played back her recorder. It wasn't blank this time. It played the sound of laughter, faint at first, then louder, until it filled the room. Underneath it, her own voice said, "Legend log, the black flash of Provincetown. He remembers who calls his name." Then came a second voice whispering over hers, "And now he remembers yours." The recording cut out. That was the last anyone heard of Mara. When the ferry docked a week later, her suitcase was still in the room, her window wide open. 5 black handprints burned into the glass, and on The wind, that night, something laughing, faint and metallic, moving through the fog. Provincetown sleeps early now, and no one says his name. Did you find that creepy? If you did, like and subscribe. Have a scary night and spooky nightmares.